It's a cold day in upstate New York. I have my scarf. I got my hat. Carson Wentz gray jersey on. The Philadelphia Eagles are heading into the bye week at 8-1 for the first time in so long. For so long, there's a time to rejoice and to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan. My name is Chris, and we're going to be talking Philly football right now. This is going to be a long, different topics, just a long, I don't even know how long this is going to last. I'm so excited to be doing it around noon. It's like 11:30. But we're talking Eagles-Broncos recap. And Philadelphia, quote-unquote, molly-whopped the Denver Broncos on Sunday. And winning 51-23 against, quote-unquote, statistically, analytically, the best defense in the NFL, they look like the Browns. And the score doesn't give to what it should be because Denver got shitty points, late garbage time, late nonsense when we decided to put the one and the only Nick Foles in the fourth quarter. So to start it off, honestly, Carson Wentz is just having a field day this year. I mean, 15-27, 199 yards, 4 touchdowns, only got sacked once. The kid is just he's bolstering, just completely destroying expectations, and I'm super excited about this game because everybody thought we were coming into this game, it was going to be a trap game and it was going to be a shit game, and well, Denver's the best D in the league, so what's Philadelphia's offense going to do against someone like this? Wow, I didn't think that. I knew we were going to win, and I talked to the Bitterbirds. Me and him talked about it for a little bit, and boy, I was scared of Von Miller. I was scared of Akeem and Marshall. Honestly, it baffles me. It baffles me how well we're playing, and the fact of the matter is that we had like 31 points into the third, going into the half. So I'm super excited. It's very hot, but I do love my scarf. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it, but I got the scarf when me and my girlfriend went to I believe it was a Monday night game. Against Carolina when Chip Kelly was still our coach. And who knows what's going on? Hang on one second. I'm live currently, Mr. Montana. My buddy Mike said it's not working. But I'm currently doing it, so I don't know what's going to happen. It's very hot. My bald head's going to definitely be showing in this video. So, yeah, I got that scarf for like $20 at the stadium. It was like the best investment ever. But boy, talk about a homecoming for Jay Ajayi, a 4th round. We gave up a 4th round pick for him, and I couldn't be any more excited. Now I wasn't very happy about the pick. So I'm not entirely I wasn't super excited about the pick. I wanted a tackle. I wanted a linebacker. I wanted a bunch of other things besides this guy. But boy, did he blow away my expectation. I knew what he could have been. I knew what he was coming into the game. And what does he have, like four 200-yard games? And I didn't expect him to get everything, but the fact of the matter is that he had 8 rushes for 77 yards and a touchdown with a 46-yard touchdown. And it was fantastic. It was absolutely amazing. And to see a guy like that where everyone said his knees were going to be bad or his locker room nonsense was horrible, he completely blew my mind away. And I'll get more to Jay Ajayi later and stuff like that when I talk about the receivers. Corey Clement. I mean, the guy coming in to be our 4th string running back ended up getting 12 rushes for 51 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. I think he got 2 receiving touchdowns too. LeGarrette Blount, 9 for 37. Wendell Smallwood, 5 for 25. Pretty much Wendell Smallwood is playing his way out of Philadelphia. It's as simple as that. He's playing his way out of Philadelphia. I don't like Wendell Smallwood. I love the Corey Clement pickup in the offseason, in the draft. I loved him. I liked him more than Denard. I did like it a lot. So our running game was so effective, and I thought our running game was going to be absolutely demolished by Von Miller, and Lane Johnson ain't having any of that. Lane Johnson didn't care. I mean, Lane Johnson shoved him aside, and Big V played absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited about Big V playing so big. It goes to show that it just takes a little bit of time. I mean, will Big V fill in the shoes that Jason Peters has? No, he won't. I mean, he's not nearly as good. He never will be as good, I don't think, as a Jason Peters. But nonetheless, he had a great game. I'm very, very excited. Alshon Jeffrey finally is the chemistry between Alshon Jeffrey and Carson's getting there. 6 catches for 84 yards and 2 touchdowns. And what makes, I think, Alshon Jeffrey effective now is the pickup of Ajayi, because you saw it on the play action pass where Carson Wentz hiked the ball play action to Jay Ajayi, and it brought Von Miller in, and it completely confused Von Miller. Alshon Jeffrey ran up the sideline. Carson Wentz threw it to him. Nice little 32-yard touchdown. And I think with that chemistry and with teams thinking, okay, well, they have LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi and Corey Clement in the backfield, they have to really worry about that play action. Actually, Carson Wentz does it very, very well. I think Carson Wentz is very, very uses that play action. I think Doug Peterson is going to be using Jay Ajayi for a big majority of those play action passes, and I couldn't be any more excited. Okay, Nelson Aguilar, 2 catches for 36 yards. I'm pretty sure Nelson Aguilar. Oh my God, he needed 34 yards to beat me, to won the bet, and he gets 36 yards. So Nelson Aguilar, I have to, unfortunately, won the bet and that I made against you. So I will be ordering your jersey immediately. You son of a bitch. You son of a fucking that bum. What a fucking piece of shit, Nelson Aguilar. But we'll get to him later. Torrey Smith, once again. Torrey Smith. I'm going to talk. Torrey Smith is obviously underperformed, and I'll get to that later in the game, for 1 catch for 11 yards. I'm pretty sure I got them to, so it wasn't all horrible. Matt Collins came into the game, 1 catch, 8 yards. So no Zach Ertz. We don't have a tight end to use, guys. Unless we have Brent Selleck, one of the oldest Eagles in the history. Brent Selleck, 3 for 39. Brent Selleck comes out of nowhere and has a game where I didn't think that Brent Selleck would even get looked at. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting comments, and I cannot see them. But then again, it's just going to be a bunch of troll people about my head, about having a bald head. But like I said, no Zach Ertz. What were we going to do? We have Brent Selleck and we have Trey Burton, who at the beginning of the season, I told you guys, I loved Trey Burton. I wanted him to start over Zach Ertz. I wanted him to start over Zach Ertz. I like Trey Burton that much. And Trey Burton just continues to show that he could be a very, very good backup / potential starter for us eventually. Okay, 2 for 41 and 1 touchdown. The touchdown catch by him was absolutely amazing. From the touchdown, Carson Wentz, the poise of Carson Wentz is just out of control. I don't understand how it's so amazing. He plays so well. I love Trey Burton. It just sucks that we don't get to use him more because Zach Ertz has been playing so well. On the defensive side of the ball, Fletcher Cox continues to be an absolute monster. Absolute monster with that deep penetration. 2 tackles. Michael Kendricks. Let's see. I don't think we had that many sacks in this game. I don't think we did. Vinny Curry had a sack. Nigel Bradham had a sack. Chris Long, I think, had a late game sack. I'm not really too sure. But like I said, I'm not going to expect much out of our. It's our front. It's our front that's going to be very, very good, not our linebackers due to Jordan Hicks being on IR. But once again, Patrick Robinson with the interception, just showing that he can be so very dominant. And I think Rodney McLeod also had one late. Our defense is playing so well right now with so many injuries. I mean, we have guys like Nagin and Jalen Watkins is playing, and all these guys are coming in, and Derek Burnett is also playing so well for what he's doing. I wish we can get him in a little bit more, being our first round pick, but boy, Patrick Robinson, he was the type of guy that I said that was going to be off the team. That we just picked him up, and he was just a filler until once we got Reynold Darby, when I saw him getting out of there. Corey Graham is playing very, very well. All these Buffalo guys are just playing very, very well. And Malcolm Jenkins is, in my eyes, one of the best safeties in the league. I mean, I talked to a lot of guys at work, and then we have a couple of Eagles fans, and I'm not gonna air their shit out, but some of these guys that I work with that try to tell me that Malcolm Jenkins isn't that good, or they have no idea who specific players are, and it's just funny. They're not really Eagle fans; they're just fans. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know everything about the Eagles. I mean, I know enough. I know enough that I'm a fan, and if you know who I am, you know that I know the Philadelphia Eagles. It's not like I'm just a fluke, and I know parts of the NFL. So I think that back to the game, though. I mean, Doug Peterson coached another fantastic game. I definitely regret saying that Doug Peterson was a stupid decision by us. Would I have liked to have seen Jim Schwartz become our coach? Yes, I liked Adam Gase a lot. But now I'm starting to think with Adam Gase getting rid of Ajayi just because of locker room issues, it's crazy. It's insane. Texas made this dude's sucking such a fucking troll, dude. I love it. I love it. For some reason, I'm just gonna look at it on my phone, and I'm constantly just getting shit on my phone. We did beat the Denver Broncos. I'm very, very happy. 8-1 into the bye week. I'm very, very excited about it. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, we killed the Broncos. Nick Foles came in, ended up having a strip sack. I'm pretty sure he threw an interception. If I'm wrong, he maybe not, but I thought he threw an interception. But like I said, at that point, no, he did not throw an interception. He got sacked, and he just looked like shit. Didn't look like the Nick Foles from before. But I just love what the Eagles now. I'm not all in yet. I'm not there. I'm not all in with the Philadelphia Eagles I have a feeling we are going to make the playoffs. I have a feeling we are going to make the playoffs with that dreaded S word. I cannot say it yet. I cannot say that we're getting to February. And it has nothing to do with me having no confidence in my team. It's just I've seen this team fucking fail so fucking much. And it just sucks. But this is currently probably one of the best teams that we've had since probably 04 to 06. So I'm very, very excited about that. But we're into the bye week. So get a lot of our guys rested. We have a lot of injuries. Hopefully Ronald Darby can return for Dallas. I'd love to hear about what Sidney Jones is doing, because once Sidney Jones comes back, or when he decides to play from that injury he had, with him and Ronald Darby, I think our defense is going to just soar up even more than it already has. So we're going on to picks because I got fucking killed last week in picks. I went 7-6. I remember I did the picks with the Bitter Birds, and a lot of games I should have had, and I think me and Adrian had the same picks besides the Seattle Redskins game. So he beat me this week. So I went 7-6. I took the Bills took the L, the Falcons took the L, the Texans, the 49ers, and the Chiefs, and the Seahawks I picked. So going into week 10, I am currently 75-55. So we're gonna do this right now. Thursday night, Cardinals against the Seahawks. The Cardinals stink. So I'm taking the Seahawks. After a shitty win, after a shitty loss, I don't see them losing against the Cardinals. So Saints and Bills, 1 o'clock. The Bills, you let me down last week, but I'm taking you guys again this week. I don't know why, but I got a feeling with Calvin Benjamin being in there, you guys are taking this one this week. Packers and Bears, both teams stink. I'm going to take the Bears this week. I think the Packers are done. I honestly think they are. And with Jordan Howard being there, the Packers literally stink. The Browns and Lions, it's not even a competition. I'm taking the Lions. I'm not going to get cute. Bengals and Titans. I don't think A.J. Green's suspended. I don't know. I'll have to ask my buddy about that. I'm going to text my buddy right now. I'm not sure. Because if A.J. Green's not suspended, then they have a chance. So if you're listening, Montana, please let me know. Or anybody let me know. Because I'm not really too sure. I know Mike Evans got suspended, so. Which that fucker kills me in fantasy, that bum. Beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you, Michael. I'm going to take the Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals in this matchup. I like A.J. Green. And the Titans, they did squeak that one out, but I don't know. The Titans are completely not doing what I thought they would be doing this year. Steelers and Colts, oh, shit. I'm taking the Steelers. There's Titian. I don't care if T.Y. Hilton's going on for 190 fucking million yards. I'm taking the Steelers over the Colts. Jets and Buccaneers. Wow, this is a team of garbage. Buccaneers, I honestly thought were going to be one of the best teams in the league this year. But the Jets are playing very, very well. And I think for the first time this year, I think I might take the Jets. Honestly, I think I might take the Jets. Let me go back and see if I took the Jets at all. Jets. Oh my God, I don't think I have. I have everything. No, I don't see that I've taken the Jets at all. So we're taking the Jets this week. This is going to be the game where we take the Jets over the Bucs. The Buccaneers have not been good. Vikings and Redskins. Oof. Honestly, I kind of want the Redskins to win because I kind of want to put the Vikings into the ground more in the NFC. But honestly, I just don't see the Vikings losing against them. I have to take the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings are going to lose against them. It's very, very good. Chargers and Jaguars. These games are hard this week. These games are very difficult this week. Thank God we're on a bye. I think the Chargers were on a bye week last week. Yes, they were. And I took the Bengals. I took the Jaguars over the Bengals. I love Melvin Gordon. I do love Melvin Gordon a lot. I'm going to take the Chargers. I like Philip Rivers, too. I don't trust Blake Bortles. Texans and Rams. I have to take the Rams now because the Texans are garbage. Okay. I have to take the Rams. The Rams are playing fucking. And for the 2017 shit bowl, the Rams or the 49ers and the Giants. I have two really good friends at work. One, my buddy Montana, is absolutely a 100% legit Giants fan. And my other buddy, Murph, is 100% a 49ers fan. So I honestly, I don't care. I think this game's going to be a tie. I think this game's literally going to be a 3-3 tie. That's how bad it is. You know what? It's a tie. I'm going to take the Giants / 49ers to that week. I think it's going to be a tie. First tie of the year. And Cowboys and Falcons, both teams need to lose, honestly. Both teams need to lose. But I'd rather have the Cowboys lose. So I'm taking the Falcons. Honestly, I am. I think the Falcons are a fluke, or I think the Cowboys are a fluke. Who the fuck knows what's going on with Zeke Elliott? I don't give a shit about the Cowboys. Then the 8:30 game is the Patriots and Broncos. I have to take the Patriots. How do you, after that fucking shitstorm that we gave them the other week, how do you not? And then the Monday night game is the Dolphins against the Panthers. I'm taking the Panthers. Fuck that. Fuck the Dolphins. So we'll see what happens. We will see. So there's my picks. Sean Fitzpatrick, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure I'm killing you this year. But Seahawks, Bills, Bears, Lions, Bengals, Steelers, Jets, Vikings, Chargers, Rams, Giants, and the 49ers. I think you're going to end in a tie. Patriots and Panthers. So there's my picks. And now that we are there, I just want to talk about the bye week and what the Eagles have done so far. So here is, I'm going to try screen sharing for the first time, and I'm not really sure if it's going to work, but we'll see. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'm not too sure if you guys can see this or if you can hear me, but these are the stats currently of everybody offensively. So Carson Wentz, as of right now, has, holy shit, he has 2,200 yards. No, that's impossible. There's no, Carson Wentz has 22. I did not realize that. So Carson Wentz has 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, which is outstanding. But that number is the one that worries me the most. That number right there, the sacks, that kills me the most. I don't like that he got sacked so many times. And I'm not really worried about Nick Foles' shit, garbage ass. LeGarrette Blount, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not really. Blount was going to have a better year than that. What scares me is right here. Is the fact that Carson Wentz is second in rushing currently with 211 yards. I don't like that at all. Corey Clement obviously is moving up with 182 yards and 3 touchdowns, which I like a lot. Wendell Smallwood, I can care less about him. Jay Ajayi just bolsters up into the thing with 77 yards and 1 touchdown. So with these four, with LeGarrette Blount, Corey Clement, and Jay Ajayi and Wendell Smallwood, I'm not really going to talk about Wendell Smallwood. I don't like Wendell Smallwood. We all know that. I'm not really too big into him. I'm going to focus on Corey Clement right now. I love Corey Clement, what he's doing in the backfield. I love that he's a great pass protector. I love that he's being fantastic when he runs the ball. He's a hard, fast runner. Very, very excited about it. Excited to it. I love it. I love the way Corey Clement's playing right now. He plays with passion, and I'm very, very excited about that. LeGarrette Blount, 500 yards and 2 touchdowns. Listen, we all knew LeGarrette Blount wasn't going to be – LeGarrette Blount was not going to be the LeGarrette Blount of the Patriots. He wasn't going to be the guy that was like that. So, but is okay for us. I'm okay with what LeGarrette Blount has done for us. And LeGarrette Blount, he's just a workhorse. He gets better as the game goes on. Nobody just seems to I feel like our coaching staff just doesn't understand to just keep running LeGarrette Blount, and people just fail to see that. So why aren't we just running him more? But I think LeGarrette Blount is doing fine, because this man right here is going to be the reason why we soar into the playoffs this year. I'm very, very excited about Jay Ajayi. I wasn't excited about him, and I wasn't very excited about him. But now, after seeing him run, seeing how his knee held up for the first game, and seeing, I'm not worried about Jay Ajayi. I think Jay Ajayi is going to go from here way the fuck up here within 3 weeks. I think Jay Ajayi is going to absolutely start hammering defenses, hammering them. And Kenyon Barner, 34 yards. Obviously, he's our return guy. He won't be there next year. And then Nick Foles and Torrey Smith, blah. But if you look at the receiving category, you see a guy like Zach Ertz. Okay? Zach Ertz is usually way down here every single year. But Zach Ertz, 528 yards, 6 touchdowns. Okay? 5 20-plus yard catches, 66 yards, averaging 12.3 yards a catch, 43 receptions. Zach Ertz is playing at an elite tight end level. I think I put Zach Ertz in my top 10, top 5 tight ends going into the season. No, I did not. He is not there. And I think he is shattering all expectations. I think that he finally has done what he's supposed to be doing. He's finally not being Mr. December. He's being Mr. Everything. Finally, Zach Ertz is having what I think is his breakout season. Okay? Alshon Jeffrey, 34 receptions, 73 targets, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, average 7 carries, 14.7 yards per catch. I love Alshon Jeffrey. I loved the dude. Alshon Jeffrey is my dude. I loved him when he was on Chicago. I got him every single time he was in my fantasy. I loved Alshon. He's great. He's a fantastic deterrent. That's why you don't see his numbers are as high as I thought. But I love Alshon Jeffrey. I do. Alshon Jeffrey has the opportunity to be that 50-50 ball kind of guy. He has the opportunity to go after and get it. And I think that the chemistry between is coming full through because of Jay Ajayi. With Jay Ajayi being there, it's fantastic. I love it. Love it. Here he is, the #1 cancer on our team, Nelson Agholor, completely shattering my expectations. Okay, I thought Nelson Agholor literally was going to get. Honestly, I thought Nelson Agholor was going to get 1 touchdown for 100 yards this year. Okay, but to completely shatter my expectations and getting 42 targets, 428 yards, and 5 touchdowns with a 72-yard touchdown. Nelson Agholor is becoming that slot receiver that we needed, that guy that Jordan Matthews couldn't be, because we just didn't have. Everyone was just different. Everyone was playing everywhere. So I'm really, really excited about that. I really am. Okay, Nelson Agholor is the deep threat. He's playing very, very well. I'm not all in on him yet. I'm not all in on him yet, but what I like to see is those yards after catch or yards after whatever it is, yards after contact. 171 yards. I love it. Torrey Smith, 15 receptions this year, 221 yards, 1 touchdown. He had that 59-yard. Listen, I like Torrey Smith, and I didn't think that he wasn't going to have as an elite season as everybody thought he could have had, but we have him for that deep threat presence. Lined up on one side, and we have Nelson Aguilar. If they send Torrey Smith, a lot of guys are going to want to go after him instead of Nelson Aguilar or a Mac Hollins or a Brent, or a guy like Marcus Johnson, who I'll get to in a second. But I like Torrey Smith. I don't think he's going to be on the team next year, but I like him as of right now. A guy like Mac Hollins, 9 catches for 172 yards, 1 touchdown, that long 64-yard bomb but Carson Wentz doesn't have a deep ball, guys. Carson Wentz doesn't have a deep ball. Yes, this is fantastic out of North Carolina. I loved the pick. He was fantastic. He was a preseason champ. He was the Tim Tebow this year for us. I love it. I love Mac Hollins. I wish he would play more instead of Torrey Smith. And I think in a couple weeks, I think Torrey Smith is going to get booted down a little bit. So you will see Mac Hollins' numbers go up. I think those targets are going to go sky up right high. Wendell Smallwood, he's off. Darren Sproles, look at this. You have a guy like Darren Sproles receiving. Darren Sproles, 73 yards. He's on him. A guy like Marcus Johnson. I love Marcus Johnson. I love Marcus Johnson, especially if a lot of times when Marcus Johnson comes on the field, it's 100% of the time it's going to be a run play, but a lot of the times you'll see the play will be here, and then obviously everybody's right here, and you see Marcus Johnson way the fuck up here. Then you have the one lone guy over here with them. I think if they gave him the opportunity and they ran a nice play action, like if Wentz hiked the ball and did a play action this way and threw it across the field this way, I think Marcus Johnson would catch the ball, honestly. What can I say about the defense? The defense is playing fantastic. Malcolm Jenkins is just crazy. 42 tackles, 1 sack, no interceptions as of yet this year. But Malcolm Jenkins is playing fantastic football. Nigel Bradham's playing fantastic football. Michael Kendricks is playing fantastic. Jalen Mills is completely shattering his second-year debut with the 3 interceptions, 43 tackles. Look at all these the season. These are a lot of good guys. Patrick Robinson, Vinny Curry, Brandon Graham, Roddy McLeod. I mean, I'm trying to think. Let's see how many interceptions. 3, 6. Wait. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 interceptions in the first 8 games, which I'm okay with. But the main guy that makes our defense one of the best is this guy right here. Fletcher fucking deep penetration by him. His numbers don't look as good as they should, but he is still a threat when he's on the field. Another guy I like is this Kamu Grugier-Hill, who's predominantly special teams, but I like him a lot. I feel like he can come off the ball a lot. If we gave him the opportunity, I think he'd be good. I think he would be good, but like I said, he's mostly on special teams. But I think that he will. I don't see a guy like Joe Walker coming in. I don't see Joe Walker's in right now. I don't see him in that position. I see Hill coming in the long run. Timmy Jernigan, pretty much all we did was trade picks with the Ravens to get him. And with those gold teeth, he eats it up on the line. Corey Graham's playing fantastic. Russell Douglas is shattering expectations as a rookie. I mean, it's crazy. And the more I look at these, the more I see how well we are playing. So, I mean, this blows me. It blows me out of the wall. I just want to talk about. I really just want to talk about Carson Wentz. I really, really do. When we traded up to get a quarterback in the draft, and when we traded away Sam Bradford and we did all that stuff to go get Carson Wentz, I was really excited about Carson Wentz. I was very, very excited because I honestly believe that we got the best quarterback of the draft that year. Jared Goff is playing excellent. He's playing excellent. And I don't think Dak Prescott's that good of a quarterback. You put him on Cleveland, he's not that good. I mean, I guess I really can't say that because if you put Carson Wentz on Cleveland, he's probably not going to be good either. But let's say you like Carson Wentz right now. I mean, to have 23 touchdowns and 2,200 yards, I'm not going to say that he's MVP yet. And the why I don't think he's an MVP yet is it's just guys in their second year don't win MVP. They just don't. I think there's 3 in history. I think Philly 500 was talking about in this video. I want to say it was Jim Brown, Dan Marino maybe, and I think Kurt Warner. I want to say for quarterbacks that won in their second year, I think. So to me, I think personally, a guy like Alex Smith is going to win the MVP this year. What he's doing in Kansas City is fantastic. I can obviously Brady's always in a conversation. He's always in. There's no doubt. People just love Tom Brady. He's that good of a quarterback. But you know what? Let's look it up. Oops. NFL leaders 29-17. I will not be alive by then. I don't even think the NFL will be around then. So, as of right now, Tom Brady is number 1 in passing right now for 2,500 yards. 25-41 with 16 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Alex Smith is at 24-44 with 18 touchdowns and only 1 interception. Then it's Russell Wilson at 2,300 and 17 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And then you have Carson Wentz at 2,262 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. So he has 5 more touchdowns than Alex Smith. Okay? But the number that freaks me out the most is the interception. Carson Wentz has 5 interceptions. I think that, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do mid-season awards. Let's do it. I think the MVP this year is going to be Alex Smith. I think the Chiefs are going to go far. I know Carson Wentz is having a great year, but I just don't. People don't like to give the young second year, first year guys those MVP votes because, well, one, that everybody hates Philadelphia right now. You look at FS1, ESPN, NFL. Nobody likes the Philadelphia Eagles where they are. Very few people do. I mean, you got the Heath Evans, you have the Chris Carters, but so many people are shitting on the Eagles right now. And that's what freaks me. That's what makes me annoyed the most. That's where I think that we're gonna have the most trouble coming to it. Honestly, I think the Russian title is gonna go to Le'Veon Bell. I think Le'Veon Bell is unstoppable. He's fantastic. I think Zeke's eventually gonna go. Zeke has the opportunity to take it, but who knows what he's gonna do. Kareem Hunt is playing very, very well at 800 yards and 4 touchdowns, but Le'Veon Bell is at 760 with 5. He's such a good runner. I mean, hell, Todd Gurley even has the opportunity to go. Todd Gurley's playing lights out with him and Zeke have 7 touchdowns right now. So I think that Le'Veon Bell is going to end up taking the crown this year. Receiving wise, T.Y. Hilton is having a fucking year. T.Y. Hilton is going nuts without Andrew Luck. But of course, Antonio Brown at 835 and 3 touchdowns is he's going to take it. I mean, T.Y. Hilton's right there, man. He's right there at 702 and 3 touchdowns. I mean, mean, DeAndre Hopkins to 8 touchdowns, but with the loss of Deshaun Watson, he's donezo. Julio Jones is still fantastic, but who knows? Nobody really knows. Defensive Player of the Year, I don't know. That's a tough one because I think there's so many things that go into Defensive Player of the Year. But a guy that really, really has been. Hang on, I'm just reading this real quick. Yeah, I think a guy. I think the guy right now that's going to take Defensive Player of the Year, as of right now, is DeMarcus Lawrence from the Cowboys. I mean, the guy has, what, 10.5 sacks? I mean, he's going nuts. He's going absolutely nuts right now. And I guess I should have been more prepared for that. But the guy has 10.5 sacks right now, and he's playing lights out. And I didn't think to be doing that, but I apologize for that. But I don't know how long this has been going on for. But listen, guys, we're going into my final thoughts. We're going into the bye week 8-1. It's been so long since since that's happened. It's been so long since we've been in a. This Texas made guy. Hold on a second. This dude's being a bum. Your bald egg-shaped having ass trying to ignore me now on live stream. He was reading my comment. Now he's trying to ignore me. Love this dude. I'm just gonna heart you. Boom. I give him a heart. I like him. He's funny. He's a funny dude. He always comments and always shits on me. It's really, really funny. But we're going into the bye week. 8-1 for the first time in a long time. I'm very, very excited. We need to get Ronald Darby back. I think that's the first thing. That's the first step into making our defense soar. I'm Darby coming back. How much that's going to affect our defense because Jalen Mills, Rasul Douglas, and Patrick Robinson are playing so well. So I'm not really sure who was going to get the boot for the most part. I'm assuming it's going to be Patrick Robinson, but Patrick Robinson is playing so well right now that who knows? Who really does know? So we have a very tough game coming up after the bye week. But the good news is that we already are starting to prepare. We are already starting to prepare for Dallas. And now Dallas is preparing for the Falcons. So we're going to have 14 days to prepare for Dallas while they only have a week to prepare for us on the Sunday night game. So it's going to be a tough game. I think we're going to split with Dallas this year, but I think this game is so imperative that we win. It's because I think we played Dallas last. I'm pretty sure we played them week 17. So if we're week 17, if we already have a lock on the division, we'll sit our starters, and I think that's the game we'll lose. So we need to win this game. Because Dallas is still the only competition we have. Dallas is the competition in the NFC East right now. I mean, they still can get a wild card. They still can do it. They're playing very, very well. They're playing good football, and I hate saying that about the Cowboys because I fucking hate them. But the Redskins are done. The Giants are done. I mean, I think if the Giants lose this week against the 49ers, their season's all but. I mean, not that more. I mean, it's already done. But we'll see what happens. But guys, thanks for joining. I love it. Thank you. It's a well-earned bye week. And I can actually enjoy football this Sunday. I don't have to worry about anything. I can just wear I can just relax, enjoy, and go Birds.